much in terms of the political battle in the next election will Keir Starmer's speech today actually matter? I asked the political scientist and academic Rob Ford.
Yes, they matter in a broader sense in that they very often kind of set the symbolic tone that parties use to communicate to voters. They provide the phrases that then get repeated ad nauseum that eventually land with voters.
How clear or otherwise do you think Labour's message is right now? Because it's a fair chance it's less than a year till the general election, so we ought to know now, really. We ought to have a sense of Labour's story about the country it's going to create, what's wrong and what's right.
Well, I mean, what we can see in the polling is that voters are much clearer on what they don't like about the Conservatives than what they do like about Labour. So the challenge is clearly there. If you ask people about what does Labour stand for, what does Starmer stand for, then you get a lot of don't knows. So there's a gap there. And that, in a sense, is the challenge of this conference.
What there is here, what hits you when you first get in, is all these Union Jacks with just two words. It just says Britain's future.
Well, I mean, given the kinds of voters they need to win back, this is smart branding, frankly, because people love the flag. The kinds of voters that they're trying to appeal to tend to be more nationalistic. And future, in general, in the past, when oppositions win, they win because they offer a vision about the future. So it's not a bad starting point, but you've actually got to, flesh it out.
So what Rob Ford, the political scientist, seemed to suggest was that the Labour Party's got pretty strong branding, right? It's rehearsing its lines pretty well. But what sits behind that in terms of what it's actually going to do is still a mystery. I guess Starmer's speech will at least convey the impression that the substance is beginning to rise to the surface. Whether or not any of these people know what that substance might be is what we're about to find out.